everyone, it's Raquel Bowman here, and I am here today to share a layout for Hip Kit Club. The theme this week is to celebrate fathers, so I decided to create a layout of my husband and my kids and just create a nice sweet layout to celebrate him. So the photo I have is one from Easter, and I'm really not focusing obviously on the Easter ears and Easter bucket as such, but I'm more wanting to focus on him holding the kids and the fact that he's looking so loving at little Jack there. So I'm actually going to just use a template or a die or something to cut a circle into my photo. The reason I'm cutting a circle into my photo is because I decided to use the sketch for this month. So as you can see, it's sort of a diagonal design. Sorry, I'm a bit rusty, can you tell? A diagonal design, and I'm going to, or my thoughts are to use a combination of these June cut files, which have sort of like a stained glass look, as well as, and this one is a background file by Ashley, and then these sort of sunbursty ones, which were Kim Watson cut files. So I thought I'd sort of layer them up in that diagonal sort of design and have my photo there. I may not even cut my photo, I'm just not sure yet. I had this You Light Up My Life, which I thought could be cute, or this Shine, which I thought could be cute, but I could just use those for another layout. I'm not quite sure yet. I have a whole pile of goodness from the, what kits are these? These are the May kits, aren't they? The May kits, as well as still a pile of chipboard. I haven't even had a chance to open those ones yet. That doesn't need to be in there. The alphas, I would love to be able to use these Jelly Bean alphas. And then obviously I have some of the pattern papers to use as well. So my thoughts are that I'll back each of these cut files with some of the pattern papers. I will have, surprise, surprise, a white cardstock background. So if I quickly just sort of scatter, and I haven't really thought about this as yet. I've been so busy. I went to Brisbane last week and was lucky enough to be one of the tutors at an expo in Australia there, which was so much fun, and I got to meet some people who I've either known on YouTube or in the Australian sort of scrapbooking community, which was really great. And I'm still sort of coming down from that, and then next weekend next weekend I go away again to a retreat, and this now I maybe would go away once a year, so this has happened to all just sort of happen, and they both happen to be the same month, to a retreat in Australia called Escape to Create, and we have two tutors there which I'm attending classes for. One is Aussie Louise Nelson, who does a really funky mixed media style, and the other one is Wilna. So I am so excited, and I will make sure to take lots of photos and update on Instagram, but I'm digressing incredibly. So this is my overall sort of idea. I don't know if I'm going to pop this into a circle or not, because I sort of feel like we may lose a bit too much if I do. I don't know. So I'm going to play, and I'm going to take you along in the journey with me, and we'll see where this leads. Okay, so I'm beginning by just adhering the cut files to either vellum or pattern paper. In this case, I'm adhering it to some vellum, and then I'm also going to adhere
that onto the pattern paper, and that's just really to soften the bright bold yellow of that pattern paper. If you watch my videos, you'll know that I like softer tones, and that's why I've done that. I apologize now. I have, from when I filmed this video at the start where you heard me in real time, to now doing the voiceover, I've got a shocking cold and I have a sore throat and a bit of a husky voice, so I apologize if I'm not sounding as perky or usual like I would usually, sorry. But yeah, I've just got a bit of a flu bug thing, and I'm going away in a few days, as I mentioned, and I'm a bit shattered that I'm feeling so poorly, so I'm hoping that it goes away soon. But anyway, cold and flu tablets, and I'm sure a little bit of wine, and I'll be okay. So what I'm doing now is matting my photo, and I adored this striped paper. It's sort of like an ombre blue stripe, so it goes from a light colour to a dark blue, and then the stripes in between have like a small black dot, and it's so pretty. So I tried to have the blue part framing and then the white strip through the middle of that photo. I did end up keeping the photo whole. I just felt like I was going to lose too much of the sort of the detail or the look of how my husband was holding the kids and things like that. So I decided to keep it as a 4x6. And now what I'm doing is just going through my kit, and I'm picking out some embellishments and things that I think will work. So I've sort of already got a yellow and a blue happening, and some sort of black and white as well. So I'm going through, say, the chipboard sheet and some of the ephemera in my container, which are the exclusive ephemera, and I'm going through and just looking for anything at all that might work. So there I've piled a whole pile of the ephemera that I have left, which isn't really a lot now that I've created a few more layouts. But yeah, so I'm piling that down and just going through and looking for anything that may work. I've also used a piece of that stripe along that left side. I just felt like it needed something, and I don't know why I did that, but I just felt like it needed it, so that's what I've done. And here I'm doing something very different for me. So I've actually used my Mink machine and some of the reactive mist, and I've done some splatters with the reactive mist, and then I've minked them, because in the sketch it showed like sort of a splattery look to the background on that diagonal. So I decided to try the new mist, since I had managed to pick up some of that, and I love it. I cannot wait to play with it some more. It did take a lot of drying time, and I was listening to a Heidi video while I was actually doing this, and she did say that the mist has sort of the longest drying time of the Mink products because it's quite a thick consistency, but the result, oh my, it's so worth it. And I was a little bit impatient, and I did sort of blot it a bit, and I used my heat gun, and yeah, it turned out really, really cool. And I think in the close-ups you get to see a better idea of sort of how reflective and foily it looks. Honestly, gold foil or any foiling is so hard to take photos of, especially for layouts, to do it justice. It's something you sort of really need to see in real life to see how pretty it looks. But I'll get back to the layout. So I apologize. When I filmed this, my camera again, I haven't quite got my setup figured out with my head getting in the way, so it is getting in the way a little bit, but I'm sure I'll get that sorted soon. I have about probably 10 videos to voice over, so I'm going to pump out a few tonight and see how I go, but I've also got to start packing to go away and doing things like that, so I'll see how many I get done tonight and how long my voice will let me chat. So you might have a croaky voice for a few next videos coming up. But we'll see. I just really want to get back into uploading videos, and I really apologise that I sort of haven't been able to upload as often as I'd like, but when life gets busy, something has to sort of give, and the videos are fun, but they're not crucial, so they were the thing that sort of gave way a bit. Anyway, I'm embellishing, I'm playing around, and then my camera cut out, and this is the end. So I'm so sorry, this voiceover has been pretty ordinary, but I hope that you've enjoyed seeing sort of a new layout and a new layout design, and I hope that you've been able to take something away from this video. And I will be back super soon with another video for you all. Bye.